Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day or a great night depending on when you're watching this video. What I wanted to do in this video is finally go over my July monthly budget. So I went ahead, I written everything out in this planner that I got from Chris in one of her boxes. I think it was the fall box that it was in. So I have all my bills written out under the days that they are due. And most of the bills, they're already paid for the month of July, but we're just budgeting for the month of August, pretty much. August or September. So all the bills are in, and I'm thinking, since I do have a credit where it shows electric for $110, so I still have that $32 credit after getting the bill paid. So I think I just want to do $115. The reason that it is like that, we will also go over all the bills. Pretty much I'm just rewriting everything, but we'll talk about it. And down here, this is just a reminder that I do need to set aside $147.58 for Navy Federal. That will not be due until August or September. Okay, today is the 3rd, so this would be due in the month of August. And for Capital One, I need to set aside $126.21. That would also be due in the month of August as well. So I'm pretty much just paying the credit cards back. Let's go ahead and talk about the bills. So overall, I'm budgeting off of $3,000 for the entire month. I did ask Gemini after I took, snapshots of my income for the first 6 months. It said I should budget off of $3,000 at least, not the $2,800 that I was doing in the past. So I won't read everything. I did cover these up. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. $3,000, that would be about $1,500 each paycheck if no bonuses or anything extra is included. When it comes to the first bill, it is for Cricket. For the entire month, that bill is $100. I was about to say $1,000. Whew, that's definitely not right. So $118 for the month. For YouTube, I did do $6. I know Chris mentioned about her tiers and all of that are going to change. So I am budgeting this amount. I do believe the tier that I was already on is the overall amount that it would be. For AT&T, we are doing $75, of course, but you already know that that bill is $74.99. For electric, since I do have that credit of $32, I'm just going to do $115. With it being and starting to get extra hot, there's no telling what the bill may be, so paying a little extra will help a lot. Next, we have the car payment. So I do want to pay at least $460. Now, I could pay $420, $460, $480, $500, depending on the paycheck. So we'll see. But I do want to pay at least $460. Minimum $420. For State Farm, that is $190 if you round up. For my life insurance, and that's going to be due in the next 3 months. So instead of me doing $60 a month, I just decided to get it knocked out within 2 paychecks and do $88, so $44 per paycheck. Next, we have rent. I did get a notice from the leasing office, and they are early this time. Apparently, if I do want to renew my lease, it's only going to go up to $10 So making the total rent $9.51 because we have to include that dollar for the money order. Next, we have $9 for Netflix. Netflix is actually $8.34, I believe. And then for the month, we have HP Instaprint, ink, for it's actually $2 and some change, so $3. And the total for that all together for fixed expenses is $2,005. And let me grab a calculator to make sure I did add this all up correct. Oh my goodness, I don't. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. So I double checked the video and noticed the entire segment of where I was using the calculator to get everything subtracted and added up didn't record. Also, my sister interrupted the video as well. So let's just talk about where debt, I guess it would be debt. So these are the different credit card payments that I need to take care of. For Leaders Credit Union, I'm doing $25. This is going to take care of Peacock because, of course, I went to council and they gave me a deal. So I need to put extra money there to get that taken care of for the year. For Navy Federal, I officially owe them $147.53, and I'll just say that we have been out of town. So we've been out of town 3 times for the month of June. I don't know why I was about to say July, probably because I'm looking where it says July. So we went out of town 3 times for the month of June. And the last time I budgeted, everything was a-okay, and something happened where I spent $20 or misplaced $20. Whatever happened to the $20, I never found it, but I think it's in my savings account, and that was the start of the problem. After that, I did use my credit card to, buy things for the funeral, and some things I did send back. So this is just the rest of the balance that will be due in August. So I just decided to get it over with and take money from July's paycheck to take care of that. Also the same with Capital One. When I say stuff has been crazy, stuff has been crazy. So just credit cards alone is $300. Do you know what I could do with $300? Like, that $300 could go to anything, a car payment, whatever. So we got debt taken care of. Let's go ahead and talk about variable expenses. So variable expenses, it may be a little tight, but of course, I do have my family reunion coming up on the 17th, 18th, 19th. I'm not going out of town for the month of July. I also decided to work tomorrow on July the 4th. I initially took off work, but since we've been out of town multiple times last month, it really wouldn't make sense to go out of town for the 4th of July. So I took my PTO out, and now I'm working tomorrow, which will give me that double pay just for some extra money. So for grocery, I'm going to do $370, which would be about $185 each paycheck, or however I decide to split it up. For gas, I'm going to do $120. That'll give me about $60 per paycheck. I also have the retina specialist appointment in Nashville, which will sort of have me in traffic. on the 27th. Also for spending, I'm going to do $65, which gives me about $32 per paycheck, and miscellaneous would be $40, which is $20 per paycheck, for a total of for a total of $595. For savings, I'm just trying to save $100. Anything over would be considered extra for me. So Ally $60, $30 per paycheck. SoFi $20. Well, $40, which is $20 per paycheck for emergency. Down here at the bottom, we have the total save for Ally and SoFi together, which isn't much, $2,887.93. And I decided to write this out this way because I do want to keep up more with how much each account get and where the money goes. And also when it comes to car payoff, I currently owe $12,073.40. Now when I start paying the monthly payments, of course that's going to go down. So for the car payment, I would say we are moving in the right direction, especially for it to be $12,073.40. And remember, my goal was to just get down to 11,000 by December. So we're going to get past that. So I'm still keeping track of all the car payments. I'm still keeping track of everything. I think I did really good on the car payment when I paid, I think $700 and some for the month of maybe March or April. I don't remember, but it's written down. Also, remember when I got the medical bill from the first hospital I went to, and I did send information in for financial assistance? Apparently I don't qualify for the full write-off, but I'm hoping I can get a partial charity amount. If so, that'll be great. If not, I'll just set up a payment plan for it instead of using my health savings account, which I can use my health savings account. I just don't want to keep dipping into it and making the number low and low and low to where it's going to hardly be any. Jasmine, you're going to get out. I'm going to open the door for you. Y'all, she's getting mad at me, but she'll be okay. So I'll just sit back and wait. Also for the hospital bill. Why are you stepping on? Get off my foot. You're heavy. So I'm still waiting on the NaviGuard team, which is through United Health, to sort of navigate to negotiate a payment from the ambulance service. And of course that takes a couple months before I hear back from them. So right now everything is in progress, and I'm also still waiting to hear back from the Optum RX team in regards to the payment amount when it comes to the price that they're trying to get me to pay for these prescription Simbrizna, because $11 isn't much, but it's a good amount. Yeah, $11 is a good amount for the course of 5 months. That's like almost $60. That's the price that I could pay for gas. So I'm waiting to hear back from them. I'm waiting to pretty much hear back from everyone. But overall, this is the monthly budget. I also have it written here as well, which is pretty much about the same, except for some of the numbers. They're off by just a tad bit, not much. But overall, we are budgeting with $3,000. And that's it for this video. I already sort of have my pre-budget worked out. I just need to film that. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'm glad my voice is better. I sound like I need some water now, but that's okay. Have a great rest of your day. Happy July and happy saving.